on the PlayStation 4. This is MLB The Show 20. It's a created franchise called the Bronx Knights. As you can see, the Bronx Knights have been shoved into the American League West division. It's the middle of June. The Knights are 47-25, which is good for an 8-game lead in the American League West over the second place Seattle Mariners. And let's jump right in. So starting a 3-game set against the Minnesota Twins at home. So let's do this. Organization, play game, okay. So somebody in AA out 1 to 2 weeks, so injured list, play full game. We are the home team, playing a classic Yankee Stadium. Telly is the leadoff pitcher. Telly are just struggling this year. No, I want to skip that. All right, so who comes out? Max is coming out. And Margot. Let's go Benny for Hunter Renfroe. He's got good speed. He can lead off. Matt Saps. Termini. Let's rock and roll. Welcome to Major League Baseball as the Minnesota Twins visit classic Yankee Stadium to face the Bronx Knights on this beautiful June afternoon. So pitching for the Knights is Telly Argios. He's making his 9th start of the season. He's 4-3 with a 5.63 earned run average. Not very good. And leading off for the Twins, Richie Ashburn hitting .287, and he has 14 stolen bases. Here comes the first pitch of the game. In there for strike one. Bronx Knights are 47-25, is good from first place in the American League West.
First pitch, 7-11.
And he flies it to center. It drops in there for a leadoff single. So nobody out here in the top of the first. The Twins have a base runner.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 30.
Next up is Ken Griffey Sr., 307, 13 homers, 43 runs batted in on the season. Two-seamer floats in there for strike one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Griffey. Ashburn leading off first. And he pulls it foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he pulls it foul yet again. Count will remain 1 and 2. Just misses the outside corner. Count evens at 2 and 2. Telly thought he had him. And he flies it, lazy fly ball to O'Rourke in left, who makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. Starting lineup for the Twins: Ashburn led off, designated hitter. Ken Griffey's in right. Mike Piazza's behind the plate. Orlando Cepeda's at first. Duke Snyder is in center. Ryan Braun is in left. Mike Schmidt is at third. Carter Kaboom is at shortstop. And Rougned Odor is playing second base. So Mike Piazza, 270, 16 homers, 48 runs batted in. Steps in with 1 out. At the knees for strike one. Throw from center, throw from the catcher, that is. Not in time. It's a stolen base for Richie Ashburn. Here's the replay. So the count is 0 and 2 on Piazza. And he slices it foul into the seats. Count will remain 0-2. So runner in scoring position for Piazza. Grounds it to the third baseman. Termini throws across his body. In time, holds the runner at second, and there are 2 down here in the top of the first. Nice play by Termini. Orlando Cepeda, 274, 21 homers to lead the team, and 56 runs batted in. And he fouls off the 2-seamer for strike 1. Low ball 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he grounds it up the middle and through a base hit. And he makes the turn at third and heads on home. It's an RBI single for Cepeda, and the Minnesota Twins take an early 1-0 lead. Here's the replay. So next up is Duke Schneider, 322, 11 homers, 33 runs batted in. Fouls it off for strike 1. Runner at first, 2 outs here in the first. Another stolen bases, no throw. And again, another runner is in scoring position. And he flies at the center. Margot is going to be there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So after half an inning of baseball, they get a run on Orlando Cepeda's RBI single. It's Minnesota 1, Bronx Knights coming to bat. On the mound for the Twins, Tyler Glasnow, making his 15th start of the season. He's 4-4 with a 5.05 earned run average. And he faces Manuel Margot in there, giving a day off to Max Lukowich. He's hitting 237, 6 RBIs on the season. And he pulls it deep, but it will go foul. Strike 1. Inside ball 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swings over the top of the curveball, count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes on Margot. Two and two. And he grounds it to the shortstop Odor, who throws to first for the first out. Starting lineup was Margot in center, Mattingly at first, Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke in left, Jacob Salazar is the shortstop, Matt Termini is the third baseman, Matt Saps is the designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe at right field, and Anthony Mello behind the plate. So Don Mattingly's hitting .316 on the season. Steps up with 1 out in the first. Ball 1 outside. He is has 17 homers and 64 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ball 2.
2 balls and 1 strike. Donnie baseball. On the outside corner, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mattingly. And he drives it to the center fielder. Duke Snyder makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Next up, Chris Ramos, 377, 25 homers to lead the team, 61 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Glasnow. He's late on the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Ramos has 3 homers from career number 200. Outside ball 1. Ed Drummond is the home plate umpire calling balls and strikes.
Ball 2.
2 balls and 1 strike on Ramos.
No, that's down.
Pitch is low, hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And he lines it right in front of the right fielder, Cepeda, for a single. It's a 2-out single for Ramos. I thought that he might make a shoestring catch, but caught it at the shoe tops. So Michael O'Rourke steps to the plate, 346, 18 homers, 52 runs batted in. Ramos leads off first, 2 out here in the bottom of the first. And he
0-1.
couldn't check his swing, count is 0-1. Fouls off the fastball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the left fielder. Inside ball 1. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ramos leads off first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So after 1 inning of baseball, it's a 1-0 lead for the Minnesota Twins. Top of the second. Stepping in for the Twins is Ryan Braun, 311 batting average. He has 10 steals on the season. And he pulls it high and deep, and it just curves foul. That was inches from being a home run and a 2-0 lead. Outside ball 1, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Braun. And he slices it down the right field line and into the seats, strike 2. And he hits it high and deep towards the gap. Margot will make the catch in front of the warning track for the first out here in the second. Defense for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right is O'Rourke, Margot, and Renfro. And in the infield is Termini, Salazar, Ramos, and Mattingly first, with Anthony Millo behind the plate. So Mike Schmidt, Hall of Fame third baseman, 254, 14 homers, 42 runs batted in. And bounces it between short and third base for a single here with 1 out in the second. They have a base runner.
Batting in, the shortstop, number 21.
So, Carter Kaboom, what a name. 286, 6 homers, 40 runs batted in. And he slices it foul down the first base line, strike 1. Swing and a miss, the split finger fastball count is 0-2. He skies it to right, it's deep, but right there is Hunter Renfro. Makes the catch for out number 2. Rougned Odor, 277, 12 homers, 43 runs batted in. And he slices it down the line and curves into the seats for strike number 1. Out in front of the change of speed, it's 0-2. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. We'll do it again. First game of a 3-game set here at Classic Yankee Stadium between the Twins and the Bronx Knights. Inside corner, strike 3, looking. And the side is retired. So an inning and a half of baseball, the Twins have a 1-0 lead here in the Bronx. Bottom of the second. Jacob Salazar, 355, 9 homers, 45 runs batted in. Leads off the bottom of the second. Fastball, outside corner, swinging a miss, strike one. Glasnow has a good heater. Couldn't get around on it, slicing towards the seats, and he, against the fence, against the sidewall, makes the catch for the first out. Defense for the Twins. Ryan Braun just made a great play in the left field. Center field is Duke Snider. Ken Griffey Sr. is in right, and in the infield from left to right, Schmidt, Kaboom, Odor, and Cepeda, with Mike Piazza, the Hall of Famer, behind home plate, doing the catching. Matthew Saps, 250, 12 homers, 39 runs batted in. Hits a ground ball, base hit through the middle. And with one out, the Knights have a base runner. Here's a replay.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 79.
Third baseman, Matt Termini. Quick throw to first. He's hitting 293, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. He's carrying a 16-game hitting streak. See if he can get number 17 in this at-bat. Outside, ball one. Inside, ball two. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on the third baseman.
That's
3-0 count. Will he have the green light? No, he won't. Final swing on 3-0. Inside corner, strike one. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count. Here we go. Saps leads off first. And he grounds it towards the hole. Over to second for 1. Not in time at first, so it's a fielder's choice. 5 to 4. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. They'll still have a runner at first base as Hunter Renfroe steps to the plate. Part-time player, 272, but he does have 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Pitch out, nothing doing. Termini was not going. And it fouls back to fastball, 99 on the radar gun. He is bringing the heat. Couldn't get around on it. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Renfroe. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch was outside. Fouls it off yet again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner leads off first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. Glasnow has the heat. 2 innings of baseball. It's 1-0, Minnesota. Top of the third. We have Richie Ashburn, who has a single and a stolen base in today's game. Steps in for his second plate appearance. And he lines it to right field. It is a base hit to lead off the inning. He is 2 for 2. So Ashburn leads the team, the Minnesota Twins, in hits. With the 2 today, he has 90. Leadoff man will sometimes be the leader of hits. Speaking of the number 2 guy on that list, Ken Griffey Sr. steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He's going to a strong throw, but not in time. He has 2 singles and 2 stolen bases in this game. Throw was a little high. If that had been on the money, he might have had him. So scoring position with nobody out for. Oh no, it's high and it's deep and it is off the wall. Oh no. He's on the way home, the strong throw, but it's up the line and it's a 2-0 lead on what they're probably going to call an RBI triple. Yes, an RBI triple by Ken Griffey Sr. Could have been called a double and an error, but they're giving Ken Griffey Sr. a triple, his 4th of the season. Obviously, Margot was the one that misplayed this right there. So, runner at third base, nobody out for Mike Piazza. In there, strike one. Tell he doesn't look sharp today. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count is 0-2 on the Hall of Fame catcher. And he skies it to right. Renfroe is there. He makes the catch. The runner is going. Strong throw to the plate, up the line, and he scores. It's an RBI sac fly for Mike Piazza. And the Twins now lead 3-0. So with one out, bases empty, Orlando Cepeda has an RBI single. Steps up to the plate. Grounds it to Salazar at short. Fires across the diamond. And there's 2 away. Duke Snider flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Fouls off the changeup. Strike one. Hard ground ball past the diving attempt by Ramos at second. And with 2 down here in the top of the third, check that. Snyder has a single.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Couldn't get there. So Ryan Braun steps up for his second plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. And he lines it right at Hunter Renfroe, who makes the catch to retire the side. But after 2.5 innings, they pick up 2 runs. And the Minnesota Twins lead 3-0. Bottom of the third. Anthony Millo, the catcher, hitting .227, steps to the plate to lead off the third.
Number 43.
Hard ground ball, but right at the shortstop. He fires across, 1 down. Routine play.
The center fielder, number
Standings
17,
in the American League Central. Chicago leads that division. And as you can see, Minnesota is in second place, only a half a game out. So every win matters for them. So leadoff man steps in for his second plate appearance. Manuel Margot grounded out in the first. There's 1 down here in the third. Backs him off the plate for ball 1. Way out in front of the change of speed. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Margot. Inside 2-1. Glasnow has been pitching really well. Getting ahead with the fastball. Pops it up at home plate. Piazza makes the catch up the what do they call it? Forget it. Point is, it's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Mattingly's up. He's 0 for 1. Checks the swing. Pitches outside. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0. And he skies it to short center on the outfield grass. The shortstop makes the catch to retire the side. So after 3 innings of baseball, Glasnow has thrown 3 shutout innings. It's Minnesota 3, the Bronx Knights nothing. I need to get my shit together. Top of the 4th, Mike Schmidt steps to the plate. He had a single in the second.
The third baseman.
Hitting .258 on the season. Not known for his average, more known for his power. Fouls off the curveball, strike 1. And he lines the curveball. Past run throw and right, it rolls all the way to the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double here to lead off the top of the fourth. They have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. It's his 10th double of the season.
Number 21.
This is the replay. Couldn't cut it off in the outfield. So next up is Carter Kaboom, 0 for 1. Low pitch, but called a strike by the umpire, Drummond. Count is 0 and 1. Fouls off the split finger fastball. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Kaboom. Pops it up, left side. Mattingly cannot get there. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt. Going to third, quick throw. He got him. That was a risky advance. So now instead of having a runner at second and nobody out, it's 1 out and bases empty on the strong throw by Anthony Millo. Nice play. Swing and a miss, and now suddenly there are 2 outs on the strikeout of Kaboom.
Now batting, second baseman,
Rougned Odor steps up. Struck out in the second. Grounds it to the only man on the left side of the infield. Mattingly scoops it out of the dirt to retire the side. After 3.5 innings of baseball, it's Minnesota 3, Bronx Knights nothing. Chris Ramos had a single in the first. He's 1 for 1. Steps in for a second plate appearance to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Outside ball 1. And he skies the pitch to center. Duke Snider is there, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left field.
Michael O'Rourke struck out in the first. Steps in for a second plate appearance. Fouls it at home plate. Count is 0 and 1. 3-0 lead for Minnesota here in the Bronx. First game of a 3-game set. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left fielder. Fouls it back upstairs. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Glasnow's 3rd strikeout. He's been pitching a shutout. He's doing well.
The batter, number 3.
Tough pitch. Jacob Salazar, switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Glasnow. 0 for 1. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Hitting .354 on the season. Line drive to center, and it will fall in there for a 2-out hit. Salazar is 1 for 2. Unfortunately, he's going for second for no apparent reason, and he gets a single, and he's thrown out at second to retire the side. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it's Minnesota 3, Bronx Knights nothing. Oof. That's what I get for taking my hand off the controller. So Richie Ashburn, 2 singles, 2 runs, 2 stolen bases, steps in the top of the 5th. They have a 3-0 lead. And he lines it to short left field, over the head in that Bermuda Triangle. He's 3 for 3. It's time to get somebody up in the bullpen.
The right fielder, number 30.
Here's the replay.
Griffey.
Salazar really had no chance at shortstop. Couldn't get there. All right, hold on. Manager's office, bullpen. Jonathan Holder, warm up. Jesse Biddle, warm up. So righty and a lefty in the bullpen warming up. This is Ken Griffey Sr., who is 1 for 2. In there at the knees for strike 1. He has an RBI triple today. Should have been a double and an error, but the scorer gave him a triple. Fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Senior. Grounds it down the first base line, foul. And he lines it the other way, but O'Rourke is there to make the catch for the first out. No advance on the base paths.
Now batting, the catcher,
Mike Piazza. Started with the Los Angeles Dodgers, ended up with the New York Mets. Hall of Fame catcher, sac fly and RBI in this game. Fouls off the 2-seamer, strike 1. And he bloops it. Late start for Margot in center. And by the time he gets to that ball, it's going to be first and third with 1 down here in the top of the 5th.
now batting, the first
Thread is on.
Orlando.
All right, so we're going to go manager's office, mound visit. And then we're going to go to the bullpen. And right, left, right, we're going to put Jonathan Holder in there. So not only is Don Mattingly playing first base for the Knights, he's also the manager. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a thing for Don Mattingly. He's my favorite kid player growing up. Out of the bullpen, Jonathan Holder making his 19th appearance of the season. Record is 0-1 with a 4.58 earned run average. The first and third, 1 out. Orlando Cepeda, who already has an RBI single today, steps in. Fouls it back to screen, strike 1. He needs a strikeout or a double play. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful, classic Yankee Stadium. And that is deep enough to get a run home. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Catch the ball. Thank you. So, sacrifice fly and an RBI for Orlando Cepeda, and it's a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Oof. Duke Snider's 1 for 2 with a single. There's 2 outs, runner at first. High and deep to center, but playable. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, 4.5 innings of baseball. Minnesota 4, Bronx Knights nothing. I got to get my hitting shoes on. Let's go. Bottom of the 5th. Matthew Sapp steps to the plate. He has a single today, hitting .253 on the season. He's the DH today. Bounces around the infield. Outside ball 1. Swings over the top of the changeup out in front. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Fouls off the 97-mile-an-hour fastball to even the count at 2 and 2. It's a 4-0 lead for Minnesota here in the Bronx, classic Yankee Stadium. High and deep, but probably playable for the center fielder at the track. He runs it down for out number 1. Deepest part of the ballpark. So Matt Termini, the third baseman, is 0 for 1. He grounded out. And the second steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Field grounds it to his counterpart, Schmidt, at third, who throws across the diamond, and there's 2 away. 2 quick outs. Hunter Renfro struck out in the second. Steps up. And he hits it into the shift. Throws across. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Glasnow. It's an official ball game. 5 innings complete. He's pitching a shutout. It's 4-0 Minnesota. Top of the 6th. Ryan Braun steps up. He's 0 for 2. Holder is still pitching in his second inning of work. Checks his swing, or maybe he doesn't. Point is, it's a strike. Count is 0-1. At the knees, strike 2. And he lines it the opposite way into right field for a leadoff single. Ryan Braun is 1 for 3. Mike Schmidt, hold on a second. Manager, bullpen. Just warm up another righty just in case. All right. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Fame third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies. Grounds it up the middle and through for a base hit. He makes the turn at second but holds. So it's first and second with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. They have a threat.
Now batting, number 21.
Oh, Jesus. So, Carter Kaboom, the shortstop, he's 0 for 2. Steps in. Low strike, but I'll take it. Count is 0-1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain 0-2. Jams him. Fouls it off. And we'll do it again. If the count remains, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, first and second here in the top of the 6th. It's already a 4-0 lead. Grounds it 5, 4, 3, double play, and they'll exchange the 2 outs for the runner at third now. Round the horn. So it's a lefty up, or is he a switch hitter? Hold on. He's a lefty, so the manager's going to go to the bullpen and bring in Jesse Biddle, the left-hander. 25th game out of the bullpen. His record is 2-1. He has 4 saves, and his ERA is 1.95. So he's had a really good season. He's basically here just to get this one out, but we'll see how far he goes. Fouls off the curveball, strike 1. Pretty decent batting average with runners in scoring position for Odor. High 300s. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And this is where they get you, so I gotta be careful. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So they get the first 2 runners on, but they wiggle their way out of it. Still, 5.5 innings complete. It's Minnesota 4, Bronx nothing. All right, let's get this shit together. Let's do this. All right, bottom of the 6th. The catcher, Anthony Mello, steps to the plate. Grounded out in the third. He's 0 for 1. Glasnow is pitching a shutout. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Mello. He's had trouble most of the season. He's batting in the low 220s. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. Strike 3. Swings and misses out in front of the changeup for Glasnow's 4th strikeout of the game. Was it a strike? Too close to take. All right. So, Lineup turns over. Manuel Margot is 0 for 2 today. And he swings and misses at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike one. Hits it high and deep, but playable. Ryan Braun makes the catch and there's 2 away. So bases empty, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. It's Don Mattingly, the hitman. He's 0 for 2 today.
Ball one, no strike.
Backs him off the plate, ball 1.
Ball.
2-0. Donnie was the 1985 American League Most Valuable Player for the New York Yankees. And he shows you why right there as he dunks in a single to center for a hit. He's 1 for 3. And with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, they have a base runner. Batting leaders, team batting leaders. So the Knights lead the league with a 308 average. And you can see the Twins are on the list too. They're third with a 283 average. So anyway, 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Chris Ramos is at the plate. And he swings at a pitch way inside for strike 1. High and deep but curling foul. Strike 1. Strike 2. Check that. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. And that's going to be a single. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs. And I have a feeling the runner's going to advance. Wait, he's going for second. And listen, I guess it's his birthday. They gave him a double on that. It should have been first and third. But I guess a little bit extra confidence out there in the outfield. He just kind of lollygagged it. So there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. They're down by 4. Michael O'Rourke has 2 strikeouts today, but he's one of their run producers. Swing and a miss at the high fastball for strike 1. 2 runners in scoring position. It's a big moment in the game. Right at the knees. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. Line drive, base hit towards the gap. And it's going to at the very least be a 2-run single, possibly a double. He slides into second. It is a 2-run double for Michael O'Rourke. And they cut the lead in half, 4-2. That's his 22nd double of the season. This is kind of mid-June. So 22 doubles is something to be impressive. It's pretty impressive. So still 2 outs. Jacob Salazar steps to the plate. 2 left-handers are warming up in the Minnesota bullpen. Pitches outside for ball 1. Salazar has a single in today's game in the 4th. He's 1 for 2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes. As you can see, Salazar has been hitting well over 400 with runners in scoring position. So this is the position he likes to be in. But not today. Pops it up in the infield. And he makes the catch. The side is retired. But not before they get 2 runs on the 2-run single by Michael O'Rourke. Cut the lead in half at the end of 6 innings of play. It's Minnesota 4. Bronx Knights, nothing. Nothing. Bronx Knights 2. Brr. All right. Top of the 7th, Richie Ashburn. 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 stolen bases today. He is having a hell of a game. Steps up in as the leadoff man. In there for strike 1. Low, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the 2-seamer. Count is 1 and 2 on Ashburn. And he hits it high and deep, but playable. Long run for Margot in center, but there is 1 away. Ken Griffey Sr., 1 for 3, but with the triple, steps in. And he fouls off the curveball for strike number 1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Senior. Lines it to the third baseman, Termini, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the catcher.
Okay, Mike Piazza's dangerous, so manager, bullpen, Zach Eflin, the right-hander, is going to come in.
Your attention, please. Now,
Righty versus righty. This is his 4th appearance on the season. He just recently came up for the minor leagues. He has no record. His ERA is 4.91. And he lines it past the diving attempt. And he's going to try for second. What is it with these outfielders today? And he throws him out at second base. Nice play by the center fielder Margot, and should have stayed at first. So, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-2 Minnesota. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, out of the bullpen. Finally, get rid of Glasnow. Ranger Suarez making his 43rd appearance out of the bullpen in June. Oh my God. His arm's going to fall off. Matt Saps, one for 2 today. Steps in against the lefty. Checked his swing. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, 2-0. Hold on a second. Oh, can't do it. I want to go to the manager's office. And he pulls it foul for strike number 1. The count is 2-1. Manager's office, bullpen. All right, let's see. Righty, lefty, righty. All right, you know what? Stretch and toss. Stretch and toss for the setup, man. 2 balls, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it back to the screen. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the designated hitter. Swing and a miss, and there's the first out. Out in front of the change of speed.
The batter, number 79.
Jesus. So, Matt Termini, the third baseman. He's 0 for 2. He's got a 16-game hitting streak on the line. Fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Ranger Suarez. Interesting, man. 2 balls, 1 strike on Termini.
Count 2-1.
Oh, it hits him. So he doesn't have an opportunity to get that hit to extend the hitting streak, but he'll take it because now the tying run comes to the plate. Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 2 today. Termini leads off first. Way out in front of the change of speed. Count is 0-1 on Renfroe. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 4-2 ball game. Minnesota leads. First game of this 3-game set. He pulls the foul. Count is 1-2. And he grounds it the other way and through into right field. It's going to be first and third with 1 out. Now the tying run is at first base. Just goes with the pitch. Takes it between the first baseman who was holding Termini on and into right field. So, pitching change for the Twins, Matt Whistler, who the hell knows, 40th appearance out of the bullpen, 2-3 record with a 6.48 earned run average. Let's do this. All right, first and second. The catcher, Anthony Miller, was up. Outside, ball 1. Seeking 225 on the season. And he fouls off the fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Miller. Termini leads off second. And he skies it playable for Braun. And there's 2 away. So Manuel Margot is 0 for 3. Hold on a second. No. Manager, substitution. We're going to have Benny Lo Cicero, who's left-handed. He's also an outfielder. Benny Lo Cicero is the starting right fielder, taking the day off today. He's at 65 RBIs. And there's a runner in scoring position. 282, 17 homers, 65 RBIs. Outside ball 1. He grounds a foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 370 average with runners in scoring position. And that is the position that we're in at the moment. 2 down. Count is 2 and 1. Outside, just misses. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners lead off first and second. And he grounds it to the shortstop, Odor. Check that second baseman who throws to first for the out, and the side is retired. They leave 2 runners on. At the end of 7 innings of baseball, it's Minnesota 4, Bronx Knights 2. All right.
Your attention, please.
All right, Benny takes over in center. Now, something I want to do is I don't want Benny in center field. So hold on a second. Substitutions. I'd rather have Michael O'Rourke in center. So let's do this. Benny O'Rourke. Swap positions, yes. So Michael O'Rourke has experience in center. Put Benny in left. No, actually, you know what? Benny is the right fielder. Sorry about the delay. So Renfroe will go to left. Benny goes to his normal position in right. And O'Rourke plays center for the time being. All right, sorry. So, second inning of work for Zach Eflin against Orlando Cepeda, who is 1 for 2 today. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Orlando Cepeda. I have no idea. I think he might have been an actual Minnesota Twin in his career. I'm not sure. Fouls the slider back. Count remains 0-2. Sounds like a Twin. Strike 3 looking. Curveball inside corner. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
It's, yeah, right at the knees. All right, so we have Duke Snider, singled in the 30s, 1 for 3. Duke Snider played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Inside corner, strike 1. He was kind of like the answer to Mickey Mantle in the 50s and 60s, if you were a Brooklyn fan. And of course, Brooklyn Dodgers moved to Los Angeles. Line drive the other way, base hit, and with 1 out here in the top of the 8th, the Twins have a base runner. Let's see.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun is up, huh? All right, I'll give you 1 more. This is going on a batter-by-batter basis. Outside ball 1. Attendance 54,545 for Classic Yankee Stadium. That is definitely a sellout. Then he fouls it back to the screen. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryan Braun. Obviously plays for the Milwaukee Brewers in real life. High and deep to center. O'Rourke is back at the track. He makes the catch with 2 out. Ooh-wee. So there's 2 down here in the top of the 8th. I think it's time for a pitching change.
Now batting, third baseman.
Mike Schmidt, 3 for 3. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I left him stretching and tossing. You know what? I'm putting him in.
Your attention, please. Now,
out of the bullpen, making his 28th appearance, he's 1 and 2. He has a 1.32 earned run average, 40 strikeouts in 27 1/3 innings pitched. He's here to get this one out at the very least. Let's see what he's got. At the knees, strike one, 98 on the radar gun. Pulls the knuckle curve foul. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mike Schmidt. Inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Minnesota Twins still have a 2-run lead. It's 4-2. All right, let's do this. Alex Claudio takes over pitching duties for the Twins. 30th appearance, 4-2 record, 2.93 earned run average. And he gets to face the hitman Don Mattingly. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. His average is .316. And the bullpen for the Twins is active. And he pulls it foul, strike one. Inside, count evens at 1-1 strike. Rob Dibble and Prince Park. I recognize Rob Dibble. He pitched in the 90s for the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know, I think the other one's a creative player. And he fouls off the sinker. It's 1-2. Donnie Baseball also won a batting title in '84, and he had 7 gold gloves at first base for the Yankees. Swing and a miss out in front of the change of speed, and there's one down. He's 1 for 4. Have a seat, Don Mattingly. Chris Ramos, 2 for 3. A single, a double, a run scored. His batting average is .380. He's switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Claudio. And he skies it to center on the first pitch. It's deep but playable. Snyder makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Michael O'Rourke, 2 RB. He's the only one who's done anything at the plate today. He's responsible for the 2 runs on the board with the double. Low, ball 1. O'Rourke is 1 for 3 today. Lefty on lefty. Outside, count evens, 1-1 strike on the everyday left fielder who's playing center right now. Way out in front of the changeup. Count is 2-1 strike. Tricky pitch. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count is 2 strikes now. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he slices it the other way, but caught. Nice running play towards the line. Mike Braun retires aside. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still a 2-run ball game. Minnesota leads 4-2. All right. Top of the 9th, Carter Kaboom leads off. He's 0 for 3. He gets to face Dellin Betances. And he skies it the other way. And Benilo Cicero runs it down for out number 1. Odor is 0 for 3. Knuckle curve, outside, ball 1. And he hits it back to the pitcher, and there's 2 down. 2 quick outs. Richie Ashburn's 3 for 4 with 3 singles and 3 steals. Might have 2 steals. Don't remember. It's not like I have a scorecard in front of me. And he slices it the other way, and it will fall in. Strong throw to second. It is in time. A single and a throw out at second. Nice assist from the outfield from Hunter Renfroe. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. They need 2 to tie. It's 4-2 Minnesota. Let's do this. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
Rob Dibble
please.
comes in for the save. It's his 30th appearance. He is 1-3, but he has 16 saves in 21 appearances. His ERA is 4.32. 5 blown saves. So, Jacob Salazar leads off. He's 1 for 3.
Not shortstop. Jacob.
Fouls it back, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-2. Inside and low. Count is 1-2 on Salazar. "100 miles an hour on the radar gun," and he sits down. Strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Let's look at the replay. Woof. Couldn't even get the bat off his shoulder. So Matthew Sapp steps in, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball. It's 0-1. Shit. One ball, 1 strike on Saps. Out in front of the cut fastball, count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dibble is lights out at the moment. Checks the swing, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the designated hitter. And he lines it, but it goes foul. Into the seats, count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. And he lines it, but right at Roughneck Odor. There's 2 outs. They are down to their final out.
Number 79.
Matt Termini, hit by a pitch in the 7th. He's 0 for 2. He has a 16-game hitting streak on the line. They need a base runner, a bloop and a blast. Let's go. But he grounds it to the shortstop. Kaboom, who throws across. Side retired. Ball game over. Minnesota wins 4-2. They take the first game of this 3-game series in Classic Yankee Stadium. Yeah. You played 162 games, you're going to lose some games. For the person who decided to stick around and watch, I wish I could have given you an exciting ending. I do apologize, but let's end this game the right way. Minnesota, 4 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher was Tyler Glasnow, the losing pitcher Telly Argios. Rob Dibble has the 17th save out of 22 save opportunities. And the player of the game, Richie Ashburn, who had 4 singles today. That was your player of the game. This has been a presentation of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Please, I wouldn't like this video because I don't like the video, but if you can, please subscribe to the channel. And if you don't like baseball, why were you watching? Duh. But we also play Dungeons and Dragons on Monday nights, so if you like D&D, come check us out on Monday nights, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But in any event, thank you so much for watching and have yourself a great night.